And they are racing to a level beginning. Good start for Claudia's Wildcat up the inside. The favorite Fingers from the rail draw will have to use it to his advantage and send on through. And there goes Fingers on debut up the backside. El Muzzin to the outside in second. Crack the Moon hovers to the outside in third. Then a length and a half further back deep on the course, Utopian Treasure. From between horses as they head into the far turn, it is Pineapple Juice. Down along the inside, Talks Cheap. And then a margin of about a length and a half further back as they race around the turn to Chow Mein. And at the back of the pack, Diplomatic Magician. 5/16 to go, and it's Fingers showing the way. Crack the Moon set to strike to the outside. El Muzzin is third. Up to the outside. Pineapple Juice moves a closer fourth. Talks Cheaps up the inside. 3/16 to go to the top of the home stretch. And Fingers at even money shows the way with a furlong to go. Fingers is on a 3-length lead and opening up with each and every stride. Pineapple Juice running the big one is up into second, but no doubt about the winner. Fingers, well prepared by WW, is going to go coast to coast. Won it by about 4. Pineapple Juice was second. Then it looked like Chow Mein got up for third between Talks Cheap and South Point in 106 and 1. Even money to start the show in the yellow and black of Wesley. And they are racing. Triple Chrome broke a step slow, but is hustled out of there and will go up to engage the leaders as Congrats for Glory. Really tugging hard against the Bug Boy. That one, he's going to work trying to throttle back his speed, but has a handful as they leave the shooting straight up the main course. So outside, Congrats for Glory, hard held. To the inside, Triple Chrome from second. Deep on the course, Kobe Beach third. From between horses, Blacksmith Strong fourth. To the inside, it's Songwriter fifth. Up to the outside, Last Rue within striking range. Then Shirley Sherman is just about a half length in front of Sherlock. And this point in time is last of them all. Triple Chrome at 7-5 showing the way. Now Congrats for Lori has leveled off, but Last Rue will get the split here in the class dropping. Last Rue up and after the lead. These three right across the course, but they're going to have to deal with Shirley Sherman, who's locked and loaded in behind that trio from fourth. Then it's Blacksmith Strong still under stout restraint to the inside Songwriter. Utsi has Sherlock underway to the top of the home stretch. Congrats for Lori in the parking lot. Shirley Sherman not much further in than him. Meanwhile, that's all for Triple Chrome, and Shirley Sherman emerges with the lead inside the furlong grounds. Now Blacksmith Strong is set down for the drive. They're inside the final 16th. Shirley Sherman was locked and loaded through the turn. It was just a matter when he got clear and let go, and once he did, it was all over. Shirley Sherman by better than a half a dozen. A photo for place between Blacksmith Strong and Last Drew. The running time was 1:18 and 4. At the post, and they are racing. Good start in the middle for Demanded, also flashing speed, the gray Texas Red Pepper to the inside. Round of applause, and Time Has Come stacks up 4 deep on the first turn. Better Dasher way into 5th position. Gus towards his outside. Admiral Tim, the gray, is down on the inner rail in traffic trouble. Up to the outside is Tigerito. Then Weather Prayer is just about a length or length and a half in front of Dormier, who races to the inside of Neo King, and Bad Joke Woke Folk is last of the 12. About 17 lengths top to bottom, the quarter 24 and 2. Time Has Come opens the lead to a length and a quarter. Demanded, keen to go on to the outside of Texas Red Pepper's second and third. Gus perfectly placed from fourth, just about 2 in front of Round of Applause, who broke sharp at his fifth, half a dozen lengths off the lead, covered up now by Better Dasher. The gray Admiral Tim with a backstretch move, then still 2 back to Weather Prayer. Tigerito's being ridden to keep pace, and a link back to Dormier, and they head in the far turn after a half 49 and 2. Time Has Come and Demanded almost on even terms. From between horses, here comes Round of Applause. Texas Red Pepper, Gus is under a heavy ride. Admiral Tim is next, 6 or 7. Back to Weather Prayer and Dormier. Rounding the turn, almost 4 across the course. A 4-wide sweep from Admiral Tim. As Time Has Come, still boxing on from between horses. Demanded, Gus in traffic trouble. Round of Applause needs somewhere to run, and here comes Round of Applause, bullying his way through from between horses. Round of Applause gets the split, coming after Time Has Come. Way out wide, Dormier is unleashing a furious stretch rally. Here comes Dormier up to the outside. Round of Applause. Time Has Come, still fighting. Time Has Come. Round of Applause. Time Has Come. Round of Applause gains the upper hand late. Round of Applause gets it done. He had to work hard to do it, but he got the split, turning for home. And then it was Time Has Come, and Dormier photoed for the Miners. The running time was 1:48. flat. Be a Bolt Runner loops up to the outside. They are at the post. And they are racing. Awkward beginning for Queen of Chill, who is last. Sea Monster, Lucky Us are forwardly placed to the inside of Brooklyn's Da Bomb. Up to the outside, Paradigm's a close-up fourth. Ribaldry's on the move to the outside of La Comparacita. Still three back to Horace, Queen of Chill. After that awkward beginning, he's on the move just towards her inside. As they head the backside, a length and a half back to Be a Bolt Runner. And extra sauce, well done. We'll have to run by them all. The quarter 22 and 3. The leader, Lucky Us, into the far turn. Bumps the lead to a length and a half. Brooklyn's Da Bomb from second. Sparadime hovering up to the outside from third. Still three. Back to La Cuparacita. Here comes Ribaldry to the outside of Sea Monsters. They round the turn. Here comes Brooklyn's Da Bomb up and after Lucky Us. Meanwhile, Sparadime is three deep to the top of the home stretch, and Lucky Us will cut the corner. Looking to split horses here is Brooklyn's Da Bomb. As Sparadime is to the outside. These three with a furlong to go. Lucky Us is still fighting with a furlong to go. Lucky Us on the wrong lead and all still up top. Sparadime to the outside. Late on the scene up the fence. La Cuparacita. Sparadime getting on track, but Lucky Us is still there. And Lucky Us, big balloon. She was almost 20 to 1 at least. In fact, there it is, 17 to 1 on the winner, who goes gate to wire in 112 and 4. They're at the post. And they are racing. Good start for Hatena. Also hustled out, calm set, and bold and brassy. There she goes from between horses to move a closer third. As they hit up the backside, Social Mandate is fourth. To the inside of her is Hideki. To the outside, Storm Raid on the run down the backstretch. Renaissance, Yellow Cap racing midfield. Judy's Miss Officer deep on the course. Looks like she's getting out just a touch. Spooky Spice glued to the fence. Then it's Casa de Goat and a link back to Klimp's Muse. And Fredericia will have to pass them all, but she's got some pace in front of her. The quarter drilled. 21 and 3 in calm set. Up top, the New York bred shows the way by just about a length. Hot Anna on the attack to the outside. Social Mandate getting a dream trip up the fence, and here she comes 16 to 1. Splitting horses with Victor as they round the turn to the top of home stretch, and Social Mandate loose and charging. Klimp's Muse from the backfield is gaining, but she's in about the eighth path, top of the home stretch. It is Social Mandate emerges with the lead. Klimp's Muse has momentum to the outside. Hideki, who took the late money, is splitting horses. Many chances with a 16th to go. Social Mandate shake it up. Hideki from between horses. Klimp's Muse to the outside. These three in the final stages. Klimp's Muse lifting off late to win it. Klimp's Muse needed every inch of the stretch to sustain her wide rally. She got up to win over the long shot. Social Mandate. Hideki, who took that late money down to 7-2, was involved in the photos for the minors. 111 and 4. Took some early money. Now 6-1. They're at the post. And they are off. Legionnaire stumbled at the start, but recovered to send out for the lead. Two Birds will pressure up to the outside, and Bullseye Run is a close-up third. Johnny's Fireball to the outside of Hilliard, fourth and fifth. Vivar to the inside is next, and it's Slick Back in Cool Rags. They work around the turn. They start to bunch up just about 6 or 7 lengths from top to bottom, and it is Two Birds to the inside of Bullseye Bun. Johnny's Fireball out in the clear from third. Then a length and a half further back to Hilliard, who's just towards the outside of Legionnaire. Then a couple lengths further back, Cool Rags, and Vivar races a team up the backside 4 in front of Slick Back. The quarter was 24 and 1. Bullseye Bun, hard held to the outside of the gray Two Birds. These two match strides almost on even terms just in front of Johnny's Fireball from third. Hilliard's being ridden to keep pace from fourth. Legionnaire is up into fifth as Cool Rags loops up to the outside of him still two. Back to Vivar, and Slick Back has always been last. Half mile, they picked it up a bit in the second split, 47 and 4. And here comes Johnny up to the outside. Johnny's Fireball just to the outside of Bullseye Bun. Two Birds still down on the inside. Cool Rags is launching his assault. He's going to have to go wide, though. Hilliard is next from the backfield. Vivar is running on top of the home stretch, and Two Birds is still there. Dives down towards the inside as Hilliard is trying to press on past from between horses. Down the center of the course comes Cool Rags. Legionnaire probing up the fence. Two Birds is still up top, a tough customer, but here's Vivar lifting off late to the outside of Hilliard. Two Birds to the inside, and Two Birds is heading to the winner's circle. Won it by almost 2 in the end. Vivar and Hilliard photoed for the minors. The running time for the Gray Son of Birdsong in 1:38 flat. And they are racing. Boom, 5,000 and Bejan Rum flashing speed. Kentucky Cool will go with them. High Powered's going to try to work his way over to the inside from fourth. Subdued came away racing in the fifth position as they work around the opening turn, and the leaders start to clear away here. Lucky Kentucky is back into the sixth position. Just to that one's outside. It is Mark It Off as they head up the backside. And boom, 5,000. Fleet-footed in Florence shows away 3 parts of a length. Kentucky Cool second. And Bejan Rum taking off that pace duel there from third. Still 2. Back to High Powered in 6 or 7. Back to Subdued as they head up the backside. Then it's Mark It Off, a link to Lucky Kentucky. Orazio is next. American Nightmare in 6 or 7. Back to Tomahawk Kitten, who is last. Has pace to chase the quarter 23 and 1. And up top to the outside, Kentucky Cool, boom, 5,000. Meanwhile, High Powered set to strike from third. Bejan Rum's back into the fourth position. Mark It Off and Subdued move as a team. American Nightmares parked out wide. Orazio just run into a thicket of horses, still 4. Back to Lucky Kentucky, and then a link to Tomahawk Kitten as they race around the turn. And Kentucky Cool has fled the scene. Boom, 5,000 is thrown out the parachute. He'll take his ball and go home to the top of the home stretch. And Kentucky Cool will turn him on down. Kentucky Cool opening up by 5 or 6. Mark It Off at 4 to 5 has raced up into second but has been left in Kentucky Cool's jet wash. Kentucky Cool running them off their feet. Kentucky Cool, Johnny McKee's going to win 2 in a night, and Kentucky Cool won by double digits. Mark It Off held second over a late charging Orazio. Then it was a photo between Bejan Rum and American Nightmare. The running time, 1:37 and 4. She's in. They're at the post. And they are racing. Yarn reaching on out, also Moonlit Magic flashing speed. Robin Sage and Luna Moth up in part of the pace today as they go 6 across the course on around the clubhouse turn. Robin Sage to the inside, and Luna Moth, she's up close in the middle. Yarn to the outside in third. Kate's Concerto parked out wide from fourth. Kiss It Goodbye is in fifth and about 3.5 off the leaders. Then it is Moonlit Magic to the inside. Swiss Frank up to the outside as they head up the backside. She Will Ghost You and Chica Chula right alongside. And Silent Story is last. The quarter 23 and 2. And Robin Sage setting a fast tempo, a length and a half to Luna Moth as Yarn covers her up to the outside. 3 deep, it is Carrots Concerto. Meanwhile, Swiss Frank tugging hard against Santiago. She's up into a share of second here as they head in the far turn. Meanwhile, She Will Ghost You is stalking them from about 5 lengths off the lead. It is Moonlit Magic to her inside and Silent Story underway from the back. Half mile, 47 and 3. On the inside, Robin Sage. Up on the outside, ratcheting up the pressure as they race around the turn. It is Swiss Frank. Kate's Concerto's back into third as they race towards the top of the home stretch. And here's Swiss Frank up to the outside of pace-setting Robin Sage. And these two come together to the top of the home stretch. And Swiss Frank trying to put away a pesky Robin Sage. From the backfield, She Will Ghost You. She's found her best stride. And here comes the ghost. She Will Ghost You just went right on by. She Will Ghost You opening up here, and She Will Ghost You stretching out to break the maiden and give Johnny McKee the late pick 3. Swiss Frank settled for second. Then it was Robin Sage and Luna Moth and Kate's Concerto for the bottom of the high 5. The running time was 1:39 and 3.